Hi, are you my 9:30? Wonderful. My name is Violet. I'm going to be your consultant today, and I'm really excited to work with you. Yeah, it's going to be great. So, can you tell me a little bit about your typical makeup usage on a weekly basis? Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So, like, sort of mostly for work? Yeah, I understand. So it sounds to me like you use makeup to make yourself feel a little bit more confident on a day-to-day basis, and also to make yourself look sort of just a little bit more like enhanced. Yeah, confidence too is also really important. Mhm. I'm sorry. Bunch of snow. Did you see that? It just fell off the roof. I'm sorry. One of the perks of having an office on the top floor is that you see all the snow fall off. Yeah, well, this is the Midwest. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, you wear largely professional makeup, which is it's a great starting point, because my philosophy about wearing makeup is that makeup should always be used to enhance what you already have, and not as a way to give yourself qualities that you don't have. So my makeup, for example, focuses on natural colors, skincare, just bringing out sort of what you already have, rather than, say, adding false lashes or a lot of dark colors, which, by the way, have their place, and they can be really fun, but it doesn't sound like that's really what you wear. Yes, of course. It's fun to go dancing. And you should come back and I'll do your makeup like that sometime. Yeah. Can you tell me, do you have any allergies to any ingredients that can be in your makeup? For example, silica, latex, just allergies to a lot of synthetic compounds. Okay, none that you can think of. Have you ever had an allergic reaction to a product in the past? Do you sleep in makeup ever? Okay. Are there any products that make your face break out? Okay, so really oily stuff. Yeah, okay. Around your eyes, has any product ever made them sting? Okay. Alright, well, this is all good to know, and obviously if I'm using a product and you feel uncomfortable, please speak up. So I'm going to start by demonstrating the use of a product on myself, and then we'll apply a little bit onto you just so you can sort of get the idea. Sound good? Great. So we're going to start out by, where did I put that? Here it is. I'm going to start out by applying a primer to where you are going to be applying the largest amount of product. So this is a skin color, just a primer, and so we're going to put it under the eyes and above the eyes, since that's where we're putting our product today. Take it like this, and we apply it very, very gently, just lightly touching across the skin evening the color. Wonderful. You can see just that it is going to give you a nice base for everything to stick to. Yeah, it's very soft and velvety. Right, I'm gonna do you next. So, just gently applying it. Excuse me, I'm just gonna get a little closer. Great. Now we've got a nice base. Step 2 is to apply concealer. So I have this kind. It's got a little wand. So we're going to apply in a small dot here and here and a tiny bit there, because I have little red spots because my eyes crinkle when I smile, which is a lot. And I like to conceal under where the dark circle is, just the shadow. Because if you conceal right on top of it, right here, then you are bringing light into the highest part of it, which can make them stand out, funnily enough. So I apply concealer just everywhere but the tops of the puffiness. Like that. So now we're going to get a little closer here. Just right under your eyes. Just gently. You have great skin. Well, you might not feel like you do, but you have beautiful skin. Okay. Next, now that we've applied our concealer, going to do our eyebrows. I like to start with eyebrows because I think it's a good frame for your face. So if you are a blonde like me, you want to pick a shade for your brows that is but 2 shades darker than I dropped the cap. About 2 shades darker than your hair color. If you are blonde, it's the other way around. You want to go a little lighter. So I'm going to do mine in a brown. And I don't like very dark brows, but I do like them to be more filled in, because I think a fuller brow makes you look youthful and healthy. You can see the difference. And it's the same as my color, but just a little bit more full. Yeah, it can look a little bit strange, can't it? When you first see yourself with your brows done, you might feel like they don't look the same at all, and they look really weird, and you're not used to the way it looks. But that's only because you're focusing on them, and most people pay 0 to no attention to eyebrows. It's just an unconscious thing. So, next I'm going to take this brush and comb them out. So I go backwards against the grain of my eyebrow to make the pencil have a softer line where I've drawn in, so it's not quite as harsh. So just taking the brush here, brush back to soften the line, and then comb back to fill it in. So now you can see it looks a bit more natural, and yeah, so brushing back, softening the line, and filling out. Lovely. Now we'll do you. So, just gently filling in, not being hard, just light strokes. Lovely. You've got beautiful brows. Do you pluck them? Wow. Okay. Now we're going to get in here with the brush. Go. And on the other side. Great. Looking good. Next, we're going to be moving on to the eyes, and I'm choosing to use on you this natural palette. It's got shades of browns, tans, and it's very nice and neutral. So we're going to start off taking this shimmering gold color here, and we're just going to apply this all over the lid. You can watch as I demonstrate. So very nice and gold. Just a light coverage. Like that. And I think I might put a little bit of the white on top and mix the two in to give a little bit of a lighter, more brightening effect. Just gently coating the eyes. Like that. Grabbing some more of the white. Brightening. Go. Put a little bit of the white in the corner and on your brows. Next, I'm going to take this brown color on the end. Dab it on the brush and put it on the outer corner. Like that. See? And with a light touch, blend it into the crease. Do you see the technique? You want to use sort of a windshield wiper motion, like that. Bringing the darker color from the outside in. And just feathering it out. The light touch. Creating a natural brown look. You can see that it defines the outer corner to make your eyes look deeper and more defined. I think I might add a little bit more because I want a slightly darker effect, but this time on top we're going to use this slightly darker brown. And this one we're going to take just on the top here and sort of bring it out from the center and the middle. And then lightly in circular motion up. Like that. Lovely. Moving on to the other eye, I'll show you. Do it again. Touch. Like so. And begin to feather it out and up, creating a more defined and sleek eye. Train. Okay. There we go. Now the same thing, taking the darker, the lighter brown, tapping it on. Working it out. Wonderful. So we have even coloring, just a hint of brown, making our eyes look more defined. Now for you, I'm going to get up closer, just very gently coating the color, creating a nice, even color base. The other side. Get some more. working from the outside in, nice and even. Great. Looks great. So, next, we're going to move to some eyeliner, I think. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I have this liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to do liquid on you today because it is a nice way of doing a thin, precise line. I'm opting for black because I think it will suit you the best with your coloring. So just taking some on the brush. Gonna gently run the brush close to the lashes. Creating a nice even line. Very natural effect. You can see it's quite thin, but it looks very natural and gives a little definition, and we're going to take what's left and gently accentuate the lower lash line, but not too much. We're not going to go all the way in, stop about halfway through. Just a little more up here. Very nice, even look. Lovely. Okay. Gonna go to the other eye. Gently. Same thing, just lightly coat. And take it down to the bottom lashes. Go. Looks great. Now should we do you? Just gonna get up close here. I'm gonna do a little bit of a liner. Just gently pulling the color. Using it. Precise lines. That looks really good. Just get some more color here. Move on to the other one. Beautiful eyes. Just giving a little bit of slightly thicker at the edge. Pull it down. Go underneath. Defining the lower edge. Looks wonderful. That looks great. Okay, now that we're done with eyeliner, looks great. We can move on to the lashes. So first things, going to take a curler and just curl our lashes. It looks scary, but it's not. All you do is you just press and hold. And when you release, the force of the two clamping together is giving you a nice, well-defined curl. And I have the flattest eyelashes on the planet, so I need all the help I can get. But I don't think we're going to curl your lashes because you have beautiful eyelashes. You don't need any. So, a couple products that I can use, but one I've chosen to use today is this one because it will give very natural looking coverage. It's not clumpy at all. It's designed for length rather than volume. So we just take out the wand. See, it's a thin synthetic wand. And begin to coat. Now I know lots of girls like to put on a lot of mascara, but I would advise against this because the last thing you want is for people to notice your mascara rather than you. You want them to see you as beautiful and natural rather than dressed up to the nines. So I have green eyes, so I think if I were choosing for myself, I might opt for a brown, but I think black will suit you very well, so I'm just going to demonstrate again. Take the brush, gently combing it through. And I have blonde eyelashes, so the effect is sort of interesting when you put on mascara, because suddenly you can see them. Yeah, I can imagine. That's the worst. Okay. So we're gonna take the wand, just coat them lightly. Just get up really close here. Gentle coat. Looks good. Now the bottom. And the other side. Just coating up from the base all the way up to the root. Excuse me. From the root all the way up to the tips. Just combing through. Lovely. So down we go. Wonderful. You look lovely. Now, the last step today, well, close to the last anyway, I'm going to be applying some gentle contouring. Contouring is when you take a bronzer and shade in the hollow parts here, so that it adds some definition and some color. Excuse me. That over there. Okay. So we're going to take sort of a brush you can scrub with. This is a very old brush. And we're going to load some of the product and then tap it off. And run it down the sides of the face and along this line here where you see the shadow. I have very round cheeks. They are pudgy. Need to eat less sweets. But you just want to get the product in and around like that. Down the other side, adding some definition, but very natural. Nobody looking at you will notice this because we picked a shade that's close to your natural coloring. Here we go. So, your turn. Let's see. Just scrubbing it in to your cheeks, making it really natural. Go. To the other side. then we are going to apply a pressed powder to the rest of your face, just to sort of seal everything in and keep anything from falling out of place during the day, preventing oil. Okay. More snow. Just gently sort of rubbing across and down and up. Just lightly on the top of your forehead and your chin, down your nose. You look wonderful. Okay. And last but not least, we're going to apply a little lip stain today. A lip stain is different than a lipstick because a lipstick has a creamy consistency. This has no consistency. If you can sort of wrap your mind around that, it looks like a marker. And you draw on your lips with it and the color absorbs and stains the skin that color. So you can do anything you want. You can eat. You could kiss somebody and the color wouldn't get on them. You can do whatever you want. You can kiss the back of your hand. You just have to let it dry for a little bit, like a couple minutes, and then it's on for the rest of the day. Infinitely superior to lipstick, if you ask me, especially because it doesn't look like you're wearing anything. So, this is kind of a dark color. So I'm being cautious with it. Don't want to have it be too dark. I want it to just look like a natural sort of flush of color. And then on top, I'm going to apply a little bit of chapstick. Like that. So, just gonna draw on this color right on your lips. They're gonna be so pretty. It's just about a shade or two darker and a shade more pink than your natural color. Just gently tracing the shape, drawing it out. Sorry, I'm gonna get a little closer. Here we go. Coloring it in. Looks wonderful. Can you go like this? Thank you. And now for the chapstick. And this chapstick has a nice SPF. So I'm just going to apply that. Just going to work that in there a little bit. There you go. Smuck it up. Wonderful. So now your look is done. I hope that you're happy with the finished effect. I think we both look lovely. It's been a pleasure working with you. Do you have any questions? I would say that the lip stain should stay on for about 6 hours. You might want to reapply, and after that, depending on if that's still the look you want. Some people like lip stains because they fade out, so you can change it up. But it lasts much longer than a lipstick. The eyeliner, it's a gel consistency, so it's not liquid. See, you can put it on your hand like that and smudge it. But it's not going to move. That said, I wouldn't rub your eyes extensively, but if you cry, it should stay on. They've held up okay during rain, in my experience. Better than pencil, not quite as good as liquid. But I like gel because you can get a softer effect with it. It's much more natural. Yeah. Well, for perfume, I suppose that would depend what you are going for. I can send you home with some samples if you want. It depends on the look that you are after. So I've got some samples, and I can send a couple of these home with you. I've got this little vanilla one, which is actually a really big size for a sample, but this is a nice vanilla scent. This is really popular with men. I don't think I've met a man yet who doesn't like a woman who smells like food. Yeah, my mom always said, my grandma always said, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Start with perfume. You can use, we have this one by Lacoste, which is very sporty. It almost smells a tiny bit like cologne, but not enough that it smells like cologne. It doesn't smell masculine. It's light and fragrant, and it's powerful. I like it. A little bit goes a long way, and it stays on for all day. I have this one. This is Pure by DKNY. This is a very fruity, really fun scent. So you could kind of change up your look with that one. Grab a cotton bud over here to wipe off the eyeliner. Yeah, but I think those three would go really well. What are you up to today? Okay. Well, you just sort of, choose your fragrance based on what, you think would go with it. Exactly. Wonderful. Well, it was a pleasure working with you. I hope you have a lovely day. I will see you again soon, I hope.